Incredible snowmobiles with distinctive parts, particularly designed for mountain riders, and have quick reactions. They provide 10% more power at sea level and power up to 10,000 feet. Here are the top 10 incredible snowmobiles in the world. 10. Ski-Doo Renegade XRS 850. It is made to be a thug with sturdy KYB Pro shocks, stronger running boards, a rack steering system, and no windscreen, similar to the MXCX 600 RS race sled. All of them seem to cause riders, who are sat behind its handlebar, to engage in a particularly hostile manner. However, that handlebar is adjustable for cruising and features high-end controls. The motorcycle is of the highest quality and finish, and its R-Motion X rear suspension is the best in the industry at handling stutter bumps. The 850 ETC engine, which can provide a strong punch, while continuing to run smoothly at any RPM, highlights the XRS contrast even more. 9. Polaris Pro RMK MATRYX. It is well known that Polaris manufactures the most lightweight and practical mountain sleds on the market. It is a work of engineering with unique features that allow it to produce 10% more power at sea level and maintain that level up to 10,000 feet while still responding quickly, even when the turbocharger isn't fully engaged. Better yet, it's employed in the MATRYX/chassis, which lightens the load while adding features that make the sled even more agile in the wilderness area. Initially designed for mountain bikers, this chassis is. 8. Arctic Cat ZR 9000. According to 2022 test team reports, the Arctic Cat ZR is without a doubt the best snowmobile. It remains a lakeside racer's dream, thanks to a lowered riding height, an instantly changeable ATC shock system, and a 200 horsepower engine that fulfills the promise of crossing the lake first. They were well-known values. The weight of the sled is now more easily hidden, making riding it easier and less taxing on curving terrain, since Cat added electric power steering to its speed blaster. The sled also comes with Cat's brand new Adapt clutch system for 2022. 7. Ski-Doo Summit Edge 850. The capabilities of a mountain have never been stretched as far as they are now by this lengthy, proud, and extremely powerful monster. For 2021, it boasts the first factory-installed turbocharger ever made for a two-stroke, giving riders back the power they would ordinarily lose when chopping their own trails at higher altitudes. With a tilting T-motion, skid frame, and the sport's longest track, that results in a true 160-plus horsepower to move the car forward. Thanks to mountain-specific features like the Shot Hot Start system, easily adjustable limiter strap, short tunnel, compact seat, and more, the Expert Package upgrade is well worth the money. In the right hands, this technology appears unstoppable. 6. Polaris 650 INDY VR1129. The MATRYX chassis is an artistic creation that demonstrates excellent attention to detail in situating the rider for the simple operation of the Polaris 650 INDY in a variety of ways. The Equation's superior suspension systems are aided by a superb 650 twin engine that pulls like an 800 high-end Walker Evans Velocity shocks and powerful wind protection from a compact frame. When you add the top-of-the-line 7S digital display with its mapping features, smart warmer control, and more, you have a winning combination. 5. LYNX RAVE RE850. To be very honest, some customers might not like the new, incredibly powerful LYNX RAVE RE. That's alright though, because BRP did not conceal anything when this sled was first made available. The RAVE is perfect for the most aggressive, mogul-crashing ruffians out there thanks to its unique, detached rear suspension, powerful shocks, and ergonomics that encourage riders to stay deep on the chassis. As a result, it won't handle trail chop as well as some other sleds, because it wasn't designed to. Instead, it excels at meeting the needs of a very narrow target market. 4. Yamaha Sidewinder LTX GT. Yamaha didn't invent anything when it added electronic power steering to the high-mileage, comfort-oriented Sidewinder LTX GT. It simply made going farther easier. The EPS dulls the negative input from grooved or rough trails, which frequently pushes riders to grip the handlebars harder, clench their shoulder muscles tighter, and ride more tensely. The amount of support added when rotating the handlebar depends on the vehicle's speed and other factors. As a result, the Sidewinder is noticeably more relaxed to ride, which will help riders feel less worn out and uncomfortable after a long day of trail riding. 3. Arctic Cat Blast LT Touring. There are times when a snowmobile will operate far better than anticipated, but not as frequently as the brand new Blast XR Touring. The extraordinary abilities of the Cat's Blast roster stunned me a year ago. Who would have thought that a 400 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine placed on a small chassis could be so enjoyable? Thus, when Cat expanded the track and added a 2-up seat to the platform for 2022, it seemed like a recipe for disaster until we gave it a try. Due to the larger front end and added anti-sway bar, there was actually adequate capacity for 2 persons of average size, and the vehicle wasn't unstable when turning. The design of this snowmobile is excellent for the intended market. 2. Ski-Doo Backcountry. Some snowmobilers are still intrigued by the 50/50 crossover class, while others find it confusing. Is it possible to create a sled that can both blaze through trails and climb mountains off-trail? No, however, the Backcountry XRS 146 is the sled that comes the closest. The only changes for 2022, according to the manufacturer, are color choices and LYNX brackets, yet every year passes, designers appear to improve this snowmobile, making it fun to play in thick snow, while still allowing a skilled rider to confidently huck it down a groomed road. 1. Polaris INDY EVO. The fact that the INDY EVO isn't intended to be a fantastic snowmobile is a benefit. Yes, that is logical, even though it can seem unusual at first. The EVO is built on a scaled-down version of the old ProRide frame and features a somewhat sluggish 550 cubic centimeters fan-cooled engine that is currently manufactured in the United States. The limited grip shockwave track, with 91-inch studs, is kept for 2022, but IFB shocks are added. For the majority of snowmobilers, it's a normal, meh, sled, but it's not intended for you. The most important factor is unquestionably the price. At $6,199 MSRP, it is more than $2,000 less expensive than a Blast or an MXC Sport. The long-term snowmobile market and its niche are well served by this truly entry-level cost. This brings us to the end of today's video. Please comment below on what machine we should make a video on next. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and also click to watch our full vehicle playlist.